Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ਼ਬਦ ਮਰੈ ਫਿਰ ਨਾ ਮਰੈ। The whole game Maharaj is telling us in Gurbani Guru is about the Shabad. Shabad, Naam, Maharaj's voice has created the universe. Utpat parlo shabde hoye, shabde hi fir utpat hoye. The destruction will also happen through the Shabad, and again the creation will happen through the Shabad. And it has happened multiple times. And Maharaj tells us that our mind should connect with the Shabad. If our mind will connect with the Shabad, that death, that true death we want to achieve, because Shabad is beyond the physical death. Shabad is beyond the physical death. When our mind dies, our mind becomes one with Vaheguru. Then physical death, physical body is not important. Then we realize it is not important. Today, if we ask anybody, most of the people in this whole world, it does not matter which religion they belong to, the most important thing for them is that they should survive the physical illness. They should survive, they should be happy, and the definition of happy is having a good physical healthy body. Nobody thinks about mind. And this is the game of Kal, which we have to understand. Kal wants to see us only taking care of our physical body. Because the moment our focus will move from the physical body to the mind, the game of Kal is no longer there. Because Maharaj says, Tregun Kale ki Sarkara. Maharaj has made Kal the governor of this Maya, of this world, all the physical things, as well as our thoughts. So whole game is surrounded around the Kal. But where the territory of Kal ends, there the territory of Shabad, Naam, starts. And that's where we need to go so that we can understand who actually we are. Maj Mahalla Tija, Shabad Mara, so Mua Jape. The truly, actually, person who is truly dead is whose mind is dead. Because even if the physical body will not be there, mind will still operate in the same way. How which aya, how which gaya. This particular mind was full of ego when it was there in this physical world. When it will leave this physical world, it will still operate in home, in ego. Home chi aya si, होमे च ही जाएगा अगर शब्द दे नाल कनेक्ट नहीं होया, if it is not connected with shabad. Because the first thing shabad do when mind merge in the shabad is home is no longer there. Slowly and slowly you must have experienced, we all have experienced, when you look into the anhat shabad, when your mind is even a little bit connected with the shabad, the mind is no longer wandering. Mind wanders because of home. Yesterday there was a very interesting question asked by Gurmukh Pyare in the Gurdwara Sahib, and she asked me this question. She said, if we will kill all our thoughts, how will we work? And that's a very valid point. Maharaj's path, the path of the spirituality, the path of Vaheguru, is not telling us to become zombie. Our destination is not to become zombie. Our destination is to have a control in our mind, especially when we are operating in this physical world. You have to work, you have to take a thought, you have to study, you have to take a thought. Anything you do, you have to take a thought. But the question is, are these thoughts coming on their own, or do you have a control on your thoughts? Because where Maharaj is there, Maharaj is in Sun, which is away from the Pavan, which is away from this breath, which is away from this air element. Wherever there is air element, wherever there is breath, wherever there is a Pavan, there is a thought. Once our mind, our sut starts going above the place where the thoughts are there, where the Pavan is there, where the breath is no longer there, then that is the place where mind starts learning how to start having a control. If you are not going in Sun, you will never learn how to have a control over your thoughts. The yogis in the previous times, they used to control their breath. The whole game was they will stop their breath, but they didn't had a knowledge of Shabad. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave us this path of Shabad slash Naam, one and the same thing, slash Hukam, one and the same thing. Nanak ke kar keval Naam. That's the only thing which is there in the house of Nanak. We can talk about a lot of things, our own thoughts, but Gurbani is very clear about it. Shabad mare so mua jape. The real death is when somebody dies through the Shabad. Shabad as a Siyari, through the Shabad. Kal na chape, dukh na santape. Then the Kal cannot come, because that's not the territory of Kal. Where the Shabad is there, jams or the Kal cannot come. They can't even come close. Naam sanat jam duro bhagya. They run away wherever the territory of Naam, wherever the territory of Shabad is there. Jyoti vich mil, jyot samani, sun man sach smavane. When mind dies through the Shabad, let's go a little bit more into it, so that practically how does that happen? Sun ke sunaya dukh paap ka nas. This avastha is of this seva is about sunna, listening. Most important. Before we were listening, we were chanting and listening. Gaviye, suniye. But when this state comes, you're only listening. But when you're listening to the Shabad, and if there is a thought, that means your surt is still in this Dragon Maya, and it's not yet crossed the 9 doors. It is still below the 9 doors. Below these eyebrows. The surt, the focus is still there. ਅਜੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਥੱਲੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਠਿਕਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ? ਉੱਪਰ, 9 ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ। ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ that is the place where we will see the jot, where we will hear the shabad. Shabad is there, and the same Shabad has, think about this, Shabad has high level, very, very high level, 3 roop. First roop of the Shabad, first form of the Shabad is Gur Shabad, which has actually a form. For example, Akhri Naam, Akhri Salah, through Akhar. Gur Shabad is what? What is Gur Shabad? Gur Mantar, Vaguru is Gur Shabad. The Gurbani is Guru Shabad. Anything which is coming out of Guru's mouth, which has a akar, then the same Gurbani, same Gur Mantar will take us above the place where there is no akar, where there is no form. Formless, which is the voice of Vaheguru. Kagad kalam na likhan har, manne ka beh karan vichar. ऐसा नाम निरंजन होए जेको मन जाने मन को. It cannot be written with a paper, on the paper, cannot be written with a pen. Kagad as in paper, kalam as in pen, cannot be. We have to connect with that Shabad, which is formless, Niranjan Roop, Nirankar Roop. And when we listen to that Shabad, when our mind is trained to listen to the Shabad, first mind has to take a wisdom of Gurbani. Then mind has to jap naam. Then mind has to learn, enjoy listening to the naam. Samana pehla Gurumantar vich. First merge happens in the Gurumantar. Then the merge happens in the Shabad. Then we start seeing the Jot, the light of Vaheguru, which is inside us. Kite jana nahi. We don't have to go anywhere to see this light. We don't have to go anywhere to see this sound, to hear this sound. It is all within us. But when we start looking at it, focusing at it, enjoying this light, ਉੱਥੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਿਲਾਪ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਜੋਤੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਲ ਜੋਤ ਸਮਾਣੀ, ਸੁਣ ਮਨ ਸੱਚ ਸਮਾਵਣਿਆ। ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਜੋਤ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੋਣੇ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਾਈਂਡ, ਉਹ ਮਾਈਂਡਸ, ਟੇਕ ਦਿਸ ਵਿਜ਼ਡਮ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਲਓ, ਟੇਕ ਦਿਸ ਵਿਜ਼ਡਮ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਰਨਾ ਅਸਲੀ ਮਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, here the death is good. Normally when somebody dies, people cry, they think they have lost that person. But when Gurmukhs dies, you should be happy, because Gurmukhs have gone to the place where they belonged, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਥਾਂ ਸੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਵਾਸੀ ਸੀਗੇ। They belonged to that house. ਸੁਣ ਮਨ ਸੱਚ ਸਮਾਵਣੇ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਮਾਉਣੇ, ਉਹ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, that house which is above these 9 doors. Maharaj is saying, how wari jio wari har ke nae shobha pavane. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੋਭਾ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਹੈ। I am sacrifice to those jeev atma, those minds who have learned how to find a glory through the naam, through the shabad. Satgur, and how did they find the glory? Satgur sev sach chit laya. And this is the seva they did. ਭਾਂਡਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਲੰਗਰ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸ਼ੋਭਨੀਕ ਹੈ। That seva is also good. But Maharaj is telling us the seva which is beyond that. Helping the homeless people, working for your society, all is a good seva. But it is all worldly seva. ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੋਭਾ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਮਿਲੇਗੀ, ਪਰ ਲੋਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ। Satgur save, seva of Satgur. Satgur has onkar, meaning Vaheguru. Satgur save sach chit laya. Sach de through. In the Sach, in the Vaheguru, chit launa. Our mind should connect with the Sach. How? Gurmati. Gurbani is very important. Not, we cannot do it without Gurbani Guru. Wisdom has to come, or mat has to come from Gurbani. Gurmati Sahaj Samabane. Then the Sahaj Avastha will come. Meaning, mind will be in peace. Mind will not bother if somebody is ringing a bell outside. Mind will not bother if somebody is calling you. Mind will not bother to earn $1 million or $1 billion. Mind's needs, worldly needs will be done. ਉਹ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ, ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। We will do only that, whatever is needed. Mind will not wander, the heart will not, always wanting to get a promotions in this world, get more money, get a promotion in the job, get a promotion in the business. Oh, sorry desires, all those desires will be quenched. There will be no longer those desires left. That is a Sahaj Avastha. Sahaj Avastha hai nahi कि कोई चुप करके बैठ गया. Sahaj Avastha is not that somebody is just sitting silent. क्योंकि Maharaj has told us, चुप है चुप ना हो वही जे लाए रहा लिवतार. कहते तेरा मन ही नहीं चुप होया. Your mind is not silent. What good it is if you are just sitting silent there? Gurumati, especially we have to take a wisdom of Guru. Gurbani Guru. Bani Guru. Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani kahe sevak jan manai, par tak Guru nishtare. Not a mat of a physical being, not a wisdom of some physical person. Only Gurbani's mat. Gurmati Sahaj Samavane Rahao, which is a central idea. Kaya Kachi, Kacha Cheer Handai. Cheer is the kapda, the cloth, this body. This body is raw, Kachi, jo mitti hundi hai, just like a mitti, just like a clay. When somebody is making an idol, why Sikhs don't believe in idols? I had a discussion with somebody, very, very small discussion, not an argument. And because the question was asked, why Sikhs don't believe in idols? I said, because it is kachi. It is not pakki. It is not permanent. It is temporary. It's going to perish one day. That's why. Anything which perishes is not worth worshipping. Gyan Guru. When we put our forehead in the front of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, we are worshipping the Gyan, the Brahm Gyan, the wisdom. That mat, that wisdom is always going to go there. However, the worldly Gyan is not going to go with you. Worldly Gyan is only for this world. Brahm Gyan is for this whole eternal Brahmand. That is permanent. And then this person replied, he said, the idols which you are talking about are not temporary. They are temporary only That murti is temporary only when that murti, when that idol is still in making or is in the shop where it is being made. It becomes permanent when you must have heard this word, because this Ram Mandir stuff is going on, where the pran pratishtha has happened, where the prans are sent to the idol, where they do some prayers and all. Respectfully, yes, that is Mubarak hai ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ culture. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji is very clear about it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, thapya na jaye, kita na hoye. Ape aap niranjan soye. Nobody can establish Vaheguru. How can we establish something which has established us? But this physical body is just like an idol. The Jeev inside, the Jeev Atma inside, the Prana Shakti inside, when it is gone, it actually is useless for this physical world also. You have only few hours where you can actually do the organ transplants also. Otherwise, you cannot do that also. Otherwise, it's all kachi. Kaya kachi, kacha ਚੀਰ ਹੰਡਾਏ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੰਡਾਉਂਦੇ ਪਏ, ਕਰਮੀ ਆਵੇ ਕੱਪੜਾ, ਨਦਰੀ ਮੋਖ ਦੁਆਰ. That's why we have to do the karms very carefully, because this kapda which we have is temporary. This physical body, this kapda, this cloth which we have is temporary. We have to do whatever our guru is telling us. We don't have to use our own mat, our own wisdom. Duje lagi महल na paye. And it will be always in duality, always confused in doubt whether I should do this or do that. Hamesha in confusion. Guru Pyareo, I have a news for you, and this is for everybody, including myself. If you have a duality, if you have a confusion, do this, do that. That means we need to work on our mat. Our mat is not as per Gurbani. Gurmukhs have no doubt. Gurmukhs they don't prevail in duality. If we are prevailing in duality, that means Vaheguruji's house is far away. It's not close. It's not very close for us. ਦੂਜੇ ਲਾਗੀ ਮਹਿਲ ਨਾ ਪਾਏ. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਵਾਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ, ਭੁੱਲ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ. Right? When you're traveling, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੜਕ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, when you're traveling on the road, and if you turn by mistake to a wrong path, what happens? You're delayed towards the destination. However, if you are listening to the GPS, God positioning system for Naam, GPS, what is Naam? What is Shabad? It is GPS for a mind. Then you will go to the right destination. But if we use our own mat, and this happens, right, when we are traveling on a freeway, and in the freeway, you think this particular turn which I'm going to take is better. I know better than the GPS. And the moment you turn, you see so much congestion there. There is a traffic blockage there. Or something has happened there. Because we didn't listen to the GPS. We used our own mat. And that is the same thing. We have to go with the wisdom of Guru. Then only we can reach the mahal, our destination. Otherwise, we'll be in duality. Duality aa gayi na? Oh, I think this path is better. Oh, I think I should start going, because everybody is visiting this particular religious place. They are going to this saintly person, right? It may be anybody. ਇਸ ਸੰਤ ਕੋਲ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਛੁਟਕਾਰਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ. Gurbani is very clear about it, that without the Shabad, nobody can reach the Mahal. But we are still not listening to the Gurbani. We're saying, no, this physical person, this physical place will help us. Maharaj कहते तेरे अंदर है. हरमंदर ए शरीर है, ज्ञान रतन प्रगट होए. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ 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 ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨਾ, we have to go to the physical place, we have to go to the physical person। ਅਨ ਦਿਨ ਜਲਦੀ ਫਿਰੇ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ the ones who will remain in duality, they will burn day and night, burn in tamogun, in the anger, in the lust, in the greed, in ego, they'll burn। ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ, the body is burning, the heat is coming out, day and night they will be angry, they'll never not be happy। ਅਨ ਦਿਨ ਜਲਦੀ ਫਿਰੇ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤੀ, ਬਿਨ ਫਿਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਵਣੇ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲੇ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲੇ, mind has not yet started connecting with the feet of Guru, with the shabad of Guru, तो ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ? ਬਹੁਤ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਵਣਿਆ, it will be in pain। Nobody can be happy when they're burning। Physical burn, if happens, we are so much in pain, even if it happens to our little finger or a small portion of a little finger, it will make us so much in pain। And our mind is burning because of this duality, because of the lust, because of the greed, because of the anger, because of attachment। ਦੇਹੀ ਜਾਤ ਨਾ ਆਗੇ ਜਾਏ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ remember this physical body, ਤੇਰੀ ਹਸਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਤੂੰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਜਾਤ which your social status which you have of this world, it's not gonna go with you। You might be a prime minister or a president of a United States of America or any other country, or you might be the richest person of the world। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ। You might be the most intelligent person of this world, maybe the best scientist of this world। ਸੈ ਸਿਆਣਪਾਂ ਲੱਖ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਾਲ, ਦੇਹੀ ਜਾਤ ਨਾ ਆਗੇ ਜਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣੀ, ਜਿੰਨੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਲੈ। ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੇਖਾ ਮੰਗੀਏ ਤਿੱਥੇ ਛੁਟੈ ਸੱਚ ਕਮਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ when they are going to ask, when ਧਰਮਰਾਜ is going to ask about your account, when you were in this physical world, what did you do? ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੂੰ? ਕਹਿ ਪੇ ਖਟਿਆ, ਕਹਿ ਗਵਾਇਆ, ਕੀ ਖਟ ਕੇ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ? What did you earned? ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੂੰ? You were sent to do something, you were sent there so that you can merge back to your source। ਭਈ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਦੇਹੁਰੀਆ, ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਮਿਲਨ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਤੇਰੀ ਬਰੀਆ। But did we actually do it? ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੇਖਾ ਮੰਗੀਏ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ but if you have done what you were sent to do, ਤਿੱਥੇ ਛੁੱਟੈ ਸੱਚ ਕਮਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਛੁੱਟ ਜਾਏਗਾ, you will be liberated, you will be merged। But it depends what actions you did। Did you actually connected with the Naam? You actually connected with the Shabad? And the wealthy person is the one who has done a Naam Kamai, who has earned the Naam, the Shabad। Satgur Sevan Se Tanvante, it will be doing the Seva of Satguruji again, as a anchor there, है ना? कोई एवें दी सेवा नहीं, सतगुरु जी दी सेवा, the seva of सतगुरु जी। हर की टहल कमावनी जपिए प्रभ का नाम। That is the टहल which we have to do, that is the seva which we have to do। सतगुर सेवन से तनवंते, ਇੱਥੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾਮ ਸਮਾਵਣਿਆ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ they will merge in the ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ, ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ, ਲੋਕ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ, ਪਰਲੋਕ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਸੁਖਮ ਨਾਮ, ਦਾ ਅਨਹਦ ਸ਼ਬਦ, the ਨਾਦ, the ਸਹਿਜ ਧੁਨ, the light, the ਜੋਤ of ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਸਮਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ, they will merge here also in the ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ, and there also they will merge in the ਸੁਖਮ ਨਾਮ। ਇੱਥੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾਮ ਸਮਾਵਣਿਆ। We will start from here tomorrow. It's already 5:51. ਪੈ ਪਾਏ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਬਣਾਏ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰੋ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਰਿਮਾਈਂਡ ਮੀ ਟੁਮਾਰੋ, ਵਿਲ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਫਰਮ ਹੇਅਰ। ਆਓ ਜੀ, ਲੈਟਸ ਡੂ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਜਾਪ, ਲੈਟਸ ਡੂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਵਿਦ ਲਵ, ਬੜੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ। ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਲਿਸਨ ਟੂ ਆਰ ਵੌਇਸ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਦ ਅਲਟੀਮੇਟ ਏਮ ਇਜ਼ that our mind should merge in the Guru Mantra, ਲੀਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਲੀਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਅੰਦਰ। when we say ਵਾਹ, we have to listen, when we say Guru, we have to listen, ਵਾਹ tummy in, Guru tummy out, ਬੜੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, 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 ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ 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 ਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ ਸੇਵਾ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, 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 ਵਾਹ
ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ, 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 wa guru 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 guru wa guru wa guru wa guru wa guru wa guru wa